Okay, let's try this again. Aha! My friends, we are here at the threshold of a new year, and we are not doomed to repeat like Groundhog Day. Toda rabah for your savlanut, your patience, and to our wonderful Zoom tech for troubleshooting that for us. Welcome. Okay, here we are. Welcome to our Temple Emanu-El of Haverhill High Holy Day services. I am Cantor Vera Brookhuizen. I serve as spiritual leader here. It is my honor to be joined on the Bima tonight by our rabbinic intern, Elisheva Pripas, and our Shiliach Tzibor, Phil Platkow. And our longtime collaborative pianist, David Collins, is also back in the building with us, which is a huge joy to be here in person, doing this in person together tonight. I do want to acknowledge that this year is once again different from what we had hoped. Many of you are joining us online, and while we lament the pandemic that still keeps most of us out of this building, we are grateful for the increased accessibility to our services that it has inspired, because I know that some of you would not have been able to join us were we in person entirely physically here. So for everybody who is joining us over Zoom, we are so delighted. You can be seen and heard in our sanctuary. There is a big screen over there. We can see your faces. At moments when people are taking honors and they unmute, we'll hear their voices. And we do encourage you to use that chat function in our Zoom services to connect with each other, to share holiday greetings, to have that feeling of being present in a room with each other, which you are. You have the option of turning off your camera if you want, but I hope you'll keep it on and that you'll really look around. You can keep your Zoom in gallery view so you can see all of the people who are at the service together with you. We are also streaming these services live to YouTube. So speaking of streaming, our Zoom technician for all of our services is the wonderful Shelly Sadon. S-A-D-O-N is her last name. And so if you have questions about the tech, if you want to let her know something that's not working for you on the Zoom call, you can send her a private chat that way. Those of us here on the Bima, unfortunately, will not be able to see and respond to private chats. We have no control. We have given up control. And finally, as we go through our services, I want to encourage you to take an active part in them. Sing along, sing loudly, speak the prayers, light your own candles in a couple of moments with Andrea as the festival begins. Grab a cup of grape juice or wine at the end of this service to make Kiddush with me, if you like. And let your body breathe and move and enjoy the Yontif. Enjoy this Yom Tov, this good day that we are beginning together. So we are going to begin with Andrea Pentabona leading us in candle lighting and Shehechianu.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, great. Do we gather the light? I forget. I apologize. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do we gather the light? I forget.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lezman hazeh.
Toda rabah and yeshar kochech. Thank you for lighting this evening into being, this ma'ariv into being, and beginning our festival. At this time, we are going to acknowledge the land on which this temple sits. Located on the traditional lands and waterways of the Abenaki, the Pennacook, and the Wabanaki peoples past and present, we acknowledge and honor with gratitude the land itself and the people who have stewarded it throughout the generations. And I want to once again encourage you those of you who are on Zoom, put your Zoom in gallery view and just take a minute and look around. See everybody who you are celebrating the start of this year with. And as we come together as one community, despite the physical and the internet wave distance between us, we gather our voices together in song. And this song we created, we came together for this last year, and we'll sing it again tonight. And you can sing along. It's on page 9 of your supplement. This is one voice.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, the sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind and we'll turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. Ooh. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
And with that, we ready ourselves to pray. We're going to turn to page 18 for the Baruch Hu, the call to prayer. I invite you to rise in your bodies or in your spirits, wherever you are, as you greet this new year. with an invitation to bless and be blessed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vahed.
Please be seated. And now, through the magic of Zoom, Sharon Russell is going to lead us on the 9th page of our supplement in the reading Opening the Heart by Marcia Falk.
Opening the Heart by Marcia Falk. At the year's turn, in the days between, we step away from what we know, wall and window, roof and road, into the spaces we cannot yet name. Cloud and sky, cloud and wings. Slowly, the edges begin to yield. The hard places soften. Wind and clover, reed and river. The gate to forgiveness opens.
We wanted to give you some minutes to connect with each other with voice as well as by sight this evening. And so in a moment, Shelley is going to invite you to go into breakout rooms for about 8 or 9 minutes. We'll make a breakout room here. It's good. And the question to share your thoughts about with each other, if you would like a prompt, is what changes and what kinds of forgiveness is your heart opening to this year, as the final words of that poem spoke about? What do you feel ready for? What kind of change do you want to make? So you'll need to accept the invitation to go into the breakout rooms, and then you'll have about 8 minutes, and we'll pause the live stream for this part, and then we'll start again when we come back together.